South Dakota only has one seat in the U.S. House of Representatives, but today 2 members of that chamber were in the state. KELOLAND's Dan Santella explains how the reason for the visit may be a concern that's had your attention.
Julie Becker took this video at her Sioux Falls nonprofit in January. The mail we see here, she explains, has more than one issue. For one, some of it should have never arrived at the St. Francis House, which offers transitional housing.
And then we had a bunch of end-of-the-year donor contributions that we had donors calling us saying, hey, where's my thank you statement for my taxes, when we hadn't even received the check yet because it was in that pile.
U.S. Representatives Pete Sessions of Texas and Dusty Johnson of South Dakota toured this United States Postal Service Processing and Distribution Center in northern Sioux Falls today. Afterward, when the Republican lawmakers spoke to the media, Johnson was critical of the end of postal services at some familiar locations in the Sioux Falls community.
Shutting down the Hy-Vee and Lewis service counters was a massive error. I have formally asked for them to reverse that decision.
Nevertheless, Johnson says that overall, there are positive developments.
South Dakota service has improved, and now packages are being delivered more than 90% of the time on time. That's not good enough, but it is materially ahead of what we have seen.
The reason why we are here is that there are people who are not sure that they're getting the very best of service from the Postal Service. And an in-depth evaluation would be necessary, and so I told the congressman that we would come here.
Johnson says the postal workers and facilities in the state he represents in Congress are taking care of their responsibilities. And if you've been trying to connect through the mail with a local organization, Becker offers a suggestion.
If a donor for St. Francis House or any other nonprofit in this community, please know that if you didn't get a thank you, please follow up with that nonprofit.
In Sioux Falls, Dan Santella, KELOLAND News.
Sessions represents a segment of East Central Texas and Washington, D.C. He's also the chairman of a subcommittee on government operations that oversees the Postal Service. Johnson also said today that in June, a new postal sorter will be in place at that processing facility in northern Sioux Falls. He says this will mean notably better service for the state.